Hey y'all, it's your girl Tasha, aka Mama Jim, aka Jim the Butterfly, and I'm here with a random but special, much needed message for you guys. Y'all, it became apparent to me, it was told to me this morning when I woke up. It's Wednesday, the 14th, that I need to give you guys some words of encouragement. I need to let you know what's going on. I feel like under this Mercury retrograde, and we have a full moon coming up this Friday, and also a lunar eclipse in Pisces coming up. There's a lot of confusion. I feel like there's a lot of energies that are at play right now, and I've been receiving a lot of phone calls and inboxes and emails about people talking about their current situation or their current how they're feeling at this time, and it's draining. I've even for myself, my appetite has increased. I've been really tired and groggy. Of course, this Mercury retrograde. So some of us are getting closure in relationships. It's time for us to move on. So there's some uncertainty here. It's like something's coming up, but you don't know what it is. So I was told you got to give them a message this morning, and I'm like, I got to go to work, and the most I was like, nope. You need to give them a message today before you go to work. So here I am, being the obedient child that I am. And let's see what we have coming in for you guys. And this is a general reading for all signs, okay? I feel like we're all in a transitional period of some type of some sort. Whether it's relationship or you're transitioning within a new job, you're transitioning in a new life pattern, a new lifestyle, a new way of thinking. There's some type of transition here, but we always know when there's a transition, that's the toughest part. That's the most turbulent part a lot of times. Okay. This is really quick, guys. Let's see what we have. Nope, this one. Let me bring it up just so you can see. Okay. And my neighbor is mowing the lawn. So if you hear that, please, I hope you can hear over me. I'll try to talk a little louder if he starts back. All right. Yes. Okay. So dead in the very center of the reading, we have the Six of Cups. I feel like for a lot of us right now, we're reminiscing. Like I said, we are in a transitional period. And so you're looking back at the good times, or you're looking back at a previous time in your life where things probably were a little happier. Things seemed to be a little bit more complete. It seemed back at that time that you had the answers. But I feel like for some people, it was an illusion. What's crossing, or what's the challenge? The challenge right now with the Four of Coins is, the challenge is like you're holding on to it, and I feel like we're holding on to it too tightly. I feel like this has to do with, a lot of us are addressing root chakra issues at this point in time, trying to make peace with a certain, I feel like, people, or maybe even money, or decisions made with money, or like maybe you were looking back at a time where you were more financially secure. And so things are a little different for you now. You're still holding on to, like, back then when I used to have, I feel like Spirit's saying, no, stop saying that. Okay, that's what you had back then, but you were in the here and now. We got to focus on the future. You can't get to where you need to go if you keep looking in the past. Okay. Now, I feel like that's also about relationships and holding on too tightly to a person, or the memories that you have about a person or a relationship. Yeah, the foundation, I'm going to go ahead and turn the cards over, guys. The foundation of what's bringing this all together is the world in reverse. Like I said, there's an inability to close a chapter. And I feel like that's what's bringing us to a point of confusion, because we're refusing to let some things go. Oh, yes, y'all, look at this. This is where we are right now. I think a lot of us, and I know I'm skipping all over, but I know a lot of us are feeling this way right now. Like, oh my God, please. I can't take no more. Okay, this is the Ten of Swords. Let's keep going, y'all. I'm kind of all over the place because I'm trying to get in here. All right. So yeah, going back to the foundation, there with the World card in reverse, there is an inability to bring something to a close. Something is trying to come to a close. I do feel like whatever this is, it really feels relationship. I feel it more so than anything else. But this I'm reading for a lot of people. This is a general reading, and so this could apply to a lot of different situations. But there was a lesson that was supposed to be learned, and the lesson is to move forward, close the chapter, and to move forward. It's okay to let go. If you let go, that does not mean that you're letting the memories go. I feel like for some of you, it's like if you let the memories go, you're completely letting the person go. No, you can hold on to some of the memories, but you have to understand that the memories are just memories. They're a thing of the past. It's time for you to create new memories right now. And you've been struggling with this in the past, because with the Two of Swords here, you really didn't want to face it. You didn't want to look at it. And so I feel like doing this under this Mercury retrograde, and maybe you've been dealing with it all year long, but this Mercury retrograde right here is in Virgo. Excuse me. Did I say that right? I think I said that right. Y'all forgive me if I didn't. But I think Mercury is in retrograde in Virgo. You didn't want to deal with it. And Virgo is very meticulous, very detail oriented. And so it's like, okay, yeah, all right, you don't want to deal with it now. Okay, so now everything is hitting you all at once. And it's really it's overwhelming, the feeling that I have. For a lot of you out here, even including myself. Now, I feel like for some of you, it is that you have made peace with it, but you're not really ready to move forward. Yeah, I'm trying to make sure I'm saying that right. Yeah. Or you're just in that kind of, well, what's next type of kind of feeling, like, okay, so I did everything that I was supposed to do. Now what? I can see like that too. So just understand that the ending that you're looking for is coming. And I feel like for some of you, it will come quicker once you make peace with, this person or this relationship. Because when I see the Six of Cups, this is like a soulmate relationship. I do, Mercury brings up people from your past in order to clear up, to bring closure, or for you to find out some new information to get closure or to move forward. And again, this is a general reading, so I feel like it could go either way. Some people may be moving forward with a person from their past, but you're still trying to let go of some of the feelings that you had or some of the disappointments that you had, in order to start anew with this person. Or you're trying to completely let this person or this relationship or whatever this was go so you can move forward. Either way, it requires a change. And I feel like there's a resistance to that change. And I feel like for some of us, for some of us, we're really beating ourselves up about it because we feel like we should be stronger than what we are. You really are strong, okay? Don't think that you don't have any power within this situation, or because you haven't moved or you haven't made a decision yet, okay? Everything works out in steps. What I see here, what's going on presently in your mind, is the Queen of Cups. So I feel like, yeah, you definitely want to be more. You want to be more in control of your emotions. You're ready. For some of you, you're ready to love again. You're looking forward to love. You're looking to share your love with other people, within yourself and with other people. But you also know, like I said before, that there's a need to clear up some energy before you do that. Okay, that's what I said. Even though you want it here in the Queen of in the present position or in your conscious mind, you know that deep down in the recesses of your mind that things are not complete. Why things are not complete? Page of Cups in reverse. There's still like a hope factor here. Still kind of hope, wishing on hope, or wanting hope. Devil in reverse. This is a karmic situation, guys. Can you see it? This is a karmic situation that some of you guys are dealing with right now. Okay? And again, like I said, it could be family. It could be, I feel very heavily this is a love relationship. It could be something karmically, maybe it was you with this 4 coins here, maybe it was about money, maybe it was gambling. Maybe some of you lost a lot of your money or your possessions due to gambling or drugs or alcohol or drinking or whatever, any type of addiction. Just know, and this reading doesn't have a time frame on it, but what's coming up in the near future, you have the Chariot in reverse. I feel like with the Chariot, let me get another card. The Chariot in reverse, and the Seven of Swords, you are trying to come up with a plan. And I feel like, in a sense, this is explaining why you feel this Ten of Swords, why you feel like you are the Ten of Swords. It feels like every attempt that you try to make, you feel defeated in it. Okay? Some of you are getting ready to move. I feel like that would be the best thing. Or I feel like you feel that like that's going to be the best thing at this point in time, is to move away from the situation. Maybe a physical move, mental move. Definitely trying to get Seven of Cups in reverse. Definitely trying to get a handle on it. I feel like this is definitely an internal struggle for a lot of you. You're having trouble focusing. I feel like you're having trouble focusing at work. You're having trouble focusing while you're out on the road driving. You're having trouble focusing when you're just by yourself. Like your mind is so cloudy and so convoluted, and like everything seems so convoluted. And this is in the near future, so I feel like what it's saying is be aware that this energy is going to stay around for a little longer. Okay, but within this, I feel like that just could be the I feel like that has a lot to do. It's going to get stronger around the full moon, during these next couple of days with the full moon, and it's going to get a little stronger throughout Mercury retrograde. When I see the Seven of Swords, it makes me feel like to tell you, take it one step at a time. This is not about deceiving or anything. This is about you working with the energy that you have, you being strategic, you trying to make things work for you in the best way possible. And I feel like for a lot of you, you've really been trying so hard to get things to work out in your favor, but you've been doing too many things at one time. You have to do this. You see how he is getting one sword, placing it in the ground, backs up, take a step, get another one, place it in the ground. Like that's what you have to do. And I feel like that you will end up being able to navigate the situation a little bit better instead of trying to handle or think about a possible solution to every little thing that's in your mind at this time. It's time for some prioritization. Okay, you have to get focused on one thing. All right. But just know that cloudiness that you feel, that confusion is gonna I feel like at least another 2, 3, maybe even within the next month. Little past Mercury. Mercury shadow phase should be gone after October 6th or the 7th. But I feel like it could last at least 2 weeks after that. So just be aware of that. But in that time, it's time for you to write down some things. It's time for you to, pick 5 immediate things that need to get done within the next week, within the next month. Okay? And make your list. It has to be 5. Whatever area in your life that you need. Home, family, you, whatever. Business, whatever. Write it down. Something that it can be accomplished within the next month. This is what I'm being told to tell you guys. And if it's something that needs any planning, or you need to work on it after a month's time, this is September 14th. If this is something that you could do after October 14th, leave it there. Deal with the things that need to be done and can be done within the next month. I'll say 3 to 4 weeks because I see 3 swords here. Pick 3 things. when I see the seven swords. And that's interesting because usually the seven swords have the guy's carrying five swords and he leaves away. He leaves two, but this guy has three. So yeah, this is what you're gonna have to do, guys. And I feel like this is gonna be it's specific for some of you. Now, if you don't have any problems with prioritizing and getting your life organized, then this is not for you. But I feel like for some of you, your mind is really cloudy right now, and you have so many ideas, but really don't know what you want to do or where you need to start or which one should take more priority than the first. Okay. Immediate needs. That's what I hear. Immediate needs, things that can, and something that, whatever it is that you have the resources to handle at this time. What the resources could either be your time, your effort, your money, energy. It has to be something that's readily available. You have resources that are readily available, and this is something that's going to be easily accomplished within the next month, 3 to 4 weeks. Okay, write it down, and every time you do it, mark it off. Okay, focus on, and when you do it, whatever you're going to focus on. If I said three, I think 3 or 5, whatever it is, 3 to 5. You focus on that one, get that one done, then move to the next one. Don't try to take all of those on at one time. Okay, it's about compartmentalizing what you need to do, because again, you're going all over the place. You're thinking, doing all the thinking, but you're not doing any doing. Okay, you're not acting. All right. This is how you feel. I'm going back to it. 10 of Swords, you're feeling fucked up. There's no other way to say it. Like you're tired. You're depleted. But the one thing about the 10 of Swords that I always love, and it's about a mental. It's so mental. This is not physically, but it could be manifesting itself physically. You may be looking very tired to other people and to yourself. Some of you may be looking much older than. Excuse me, you may be looking much older than your actual age at this time due to stress. You're stressed out. But this is a mental card, okay? So the thing that I like about it is that it's a 10. It breaks down to the number 1. So it is about a new beginning. You can't go any lower than this, okay? You reach rock bottom. And I like this card because, to me, again, like I told you earlier, there is a transition going on right here. You're moving to a new place. And so again, sometimes you have to go within, and then in order to come out. And sometimes you have to get beat up in order for you to fight your way out of this place. Okay. And that's what you're doing at this point in time. I don't feel like a lot of you realize that's what you're doing, but that's what you're doing. You're fighting yourself out of, it's like you're fighting yourself out of, to break out of a shell. Okay. Whatever that shell was, maybe it was captivity within a relationship, within a job, within a mindset. Like I said, you apply it however you want to apply it to. What's going on in your environment right now? Things are coming together. You have the 3 of Pentacles. All right. Get some books, read, meet some like-minded people talk to some people if you have it. If you don't, go online, learn about what's going on with you. Just Google whatever because I feel like a lot of you, whatever's going on, some of you may be physical, but I feel like a lot of it, this is just a spiritual, energetic. You're an energetic change within you and around you. And for some of you, it's very new and you don't know why this is happening or where this energy is coming from. Some of you are definitely going to be taking new interest in astrology, because you're starting to see that your body is very sensitive when it comes to the energies of the planets. Maybe you didn't recognize it all before, but now you're seeing it. Okay. I see that as well. Like, I just feel like you're going to be talking to other people. Some of you may be even starting up, like wanting to go to meetup groups, or taking some training courses or certificate, like maybe some certification courses, going back to school. What you're doing is trying to deepen your knowledge. Now, I will say too, some of you are actually acting as this teacher, because I see this person right here as a teacher. Sorry. Some of you are acting as the teacher right now, and some of you are down here as being the students. Either way, there's an exchange going on, and there's a learning process. Okay, it's always a continuous cycle. Your hopes, wishes, and your expectations, the King of Swords in reverse. I feel like, again, this is about a transition, guys. If you're wanting to change, you have to expect the change to come, and you have to expect the change to be positive. So just be aware of your thoughts at this point in time. I know you feel like shit. I know you feel like shit. Okay, but you have to know that you're not gonna be in this energy for long, and you have to try to, even, I mean, it feels like sometimes that you have to lie to yourself. Even when I say lie to yourself, I'm saying, like, when we're saying these affirmations and you're in a low spot. This is a very low vibratory spot. Some people perceive it as a low vibratory spot. Um, but what, like I said, you're molting. Okay, you're shedding some skin. You have to be careful about giving in to self-fulfilling prophecy and speaking negativity over your life inadvertently. Because I feel like with these hopes and expectations, it feels like to me you're feeling like things are not going to work out, or things are going to stay dismal and grim forever, and it's not. So be careful of your thoughts. Okay, I'll say it like that, because even though you're feeling like the Ten of Swords, you still, even if you don't believe, well, you got to believe it, but I'm all over the place, y'all. Start out just telling yourself it will all work out. It will work out in the good. Everything is going to work out in the good for me. And like I said, at first you may not even believe it, but over time you will start to believe it, and you will start to know it. But you have to do it and be consistent with it. That's why I say some people feel like they're lying to themselves, because they truly, in your mind, you don't believe it when you're saying it. Well, who cares if you don't believe it at that time? Say it over and over again anyway. You'll start to believe it. It's just like when you have, I don't know if y'all know, I'm from the South, and there's a saying here, like, for a person who maybe they're taking care of a child that is not their biological child. Feed him till he looks like you. It's the same thing. Say it until you believe it. You're going to keep giving it to him until things start to change. The illusion is that the child starts to look like their non-biological parents. Well, use the same. It's the same type of analogies. Keep saying it. This is not your original thought. This is not what you usually think. But keep saying that thing until you believe it. It's that, I hope y'all get that analogy, but that's the only thing I can think of. You have to, and if you want a new start, you're going to have to believe that a new start is being afforded to you, and that you're worth it, and that it's coming. Even if at this time right now you don't see it, who cares if you don't see it? The Most High knows what is coming for you, and what is right around the corner for a lot of us. To be straight up with you, it's right there around the corner. But I feel like the door, like the door, or the way to the door, is so, like, it's a black room, and you can't see. It's pitch black. Like, if you ever been in a cave and you hold your hand in front of you in a cave, you can't see shit. And I feel like for some of you can't see anything. So you're just kind of like, almost like a blind person trying to feel your way through. And it's anxiety. You're scared. There's some confusion. You're feeling like you're being shitted on. You're feeling like, your things never go your way. It's very pessimistic. You're getting discouraged. But no, it's coming. Okay? Outcome. The Hermit. What I'm telling you guys, this is you right now. You're doing this. Like, like I said, with the blind people. And look, I see his little staff, like that little stick. The hermit goes off on a journey. He is on a journey. You are the hermit, babies. Hermit's represented by Virgo. I think Mercury is retrograde in Virgo, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. This is what it is. This is Mercury. You're not wanting to be around a lot of people. You're being very reclusive because you're putting things together. You're on a journey. You really don't know where the hell you're going, but you know what? Don't worry about where you're going. Pay attention to what you see on the journey, because those are the things that's going to help you as you transition into the next phase. I feel like for some of you who was involved in this karmic soulmate relationship, you are going to be, some of you, a good bit of you, are going to be leaving that person alone. Okay? Only because you realize that you deserve better, you want more. Maybe you don't even feel the same way about this person. You're going to take the memories that you have and you go on about your business. But either way, you're in search of light. You're in search of knowledge. You're in search of truth. You are actually in search of yourself right now. And I feel like that's part of the reason why a lot of us are feeling like really lost, because you're understanding, or you're seeing that you're not who you thought you were is not that person anymore. You're not, you're changing. And it's kind of, there's a completion here. Hermit. See that 9? There's a completion here. Completion. 10 of swords. Completion. With the hermit. There's trying to be a completion here and a lesson learned with this world and the devil card. You got to let it go. And I feel like in order for you to do that, you're going to have to be able to walk away from things and know that it's okay to walk away. You know, listen to some meditation on your root chakra, because I feel like now some of you, this has to do with some childhood issues. Like you may be fearing. Some of you are fearing abandonment. Some of you are have issues of your parents leaving you, and so you feel as if you're not supposed to leave this other person. There are some issues of codependency here within this reading. I see there's a feeling of hopelessness as well, but you have to know that you're a conqueror and that you can move forward, especially if that's what you want. And I feel like this is what you want, because this is how you want to feel. You want to feel all mothery and nurturing. I hope you guys can see that. That's not the best one. This is the Queen of Cups. You want to be able to be open. You want to be vulnerable again. You know, she's definitely in touch with her emotions, but right now you're not, because you're trying to shut them off. And just know, when you're on the journey of the hermit, you're allowing your emotions and you're allowing your intuitions, more importantly, to guide you. Okay, you're on a spiritual quest right now, guys. You can't fall off. You can't fall off. You're going to have time to fall off, all right? What you're searching for is you. Maybe I went through all of that to say that one little thing, because I feel like for some of you, that's the issue. You're searching for this, you're searching for that, but really, in all actuality, you're searching for yourself. Look at this triangle. This is your higher self over your lower self. That's what you're searching for. And in order to search for your higher self, or to be with your higher self, you're going to have to listen to yourself. Okay? Some of you know you need to already go ahead and put some stuff together and prioritize and make a list, but you haven't done it yet. Why? Take one step at a time, boo. You're getting there. It's just hard because I feel like for a lot of you, you put it off for so long, you procrastinated, and now it just fell in your lap, and now you have to deal with it. That's what makes it hard, but that's what's going to make your comeback even stronger. So I just want to give you guys that message. It's a beautiful message. You know, it's some intense energy here, and I expected that because there's some intense energy going on around us. But keep the faith, guys. Just know this energy is it's coming to an end. Like I said, there's the hermit here with the number 9. This is complete. There's completion here. So this is, trouble don't last always. All right, guys. So I just wanted to give you this. I hope you find this helpful. I love you guys. I will see you in a little while, maybe within the next week or two, for your October 2016 monthly general tarot scopes. I love you guys. Have a great day. Bye.